はいどうも、こんばんは、アシュラです。スレイザプリンセスやっていきたいと思います。まだ諦めたくないな。変えるっていうのがあるんか。
Seriously? You're just going to...
どこに行くつもりなんだ。ああ、目的地は分かっている。
Somehow I doubt that, but fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin.
逆の方向に行った。
Good. What we're being asked to do here is wrong. Better to wash our hands of this whole situation than to take part in it. Ignore that annoying little voice. He doesn't know what he's talking about. That's strange.
あれ
It looks like this path
なんて便利なん
also
だ。
leads to...
逃げる。
You're really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you? It's remarkably selfish, if you ask me. I've already outlined the stakes of the situation. If you don't do your job, everyone dies. Like, dies. Forever.
知ったことは僕はプリンセス殺しなんかしない。それはみんな死んだ方がいい。僕を森の中に置き去りにして自分たちのために人殺しをさせようとする奴らなんか。僕の罪悪感を煽るのはやめてくれ。心理的、脅迫的だ。降り続ける。無言の抵抗ってやつだな。
But fine, you turn around and trek back down the path you came. Oh, would you look at that? You're at the cabin again. Now, I'm not normally one for superstition or astrology, but I have to say, it seems like the universe itself is doing its best to bring you to your fated confrontation with the princess.
無理なんかな。わかったよ。
There's always a choice. But let me tell you right now that you're making the correct decision for pretty much everyone.We can't just go through with this and listen to him. She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. The interior of the cabin is almost into the blade is your implement.
Who's there?
She said, don't let it...Good. You're still listening to reason. You walk, she's focus on the tongue.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something? Then drop the knife.
We should. Don't you dare. It's fine.
Thank you. Maybe now.
Against your will be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
それでこうなったわけね。なんて気まずい初対面の挨拶かしら。君の名前は？
She hesitates before answering.
You can address me as your Royal Highness, or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really.
Note the lack of detail. You can't trust her.
刀もナイフ持ってったらこんなに変わるんか。どうして君を殺しに来たって知っている？
Do you?
言われたことは分かっている。それを信じるかどうかは全く別の話だ。
So, you're not going to share? How pointless. If you want to talk, I'll talk. But this isn't talking.
どうやったらここから連れさせるんだ？
You can't. Don't bother.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. I'm sure there's a key Well, we can always put that knife to good use.
Her sharp eyes settle on the edge of the blade. She isn't suggesting what I think she's suggesting. Right? She is. I'm sure of it.
ああ、これはかなり気まずいね。
I know. I just said that. Now why are you here to kill me?
理由があるさ。理由も知らずに誰かを殺しに来たと思ってるんじゃないよね。そんなの馬鹿げてる。どうして君を殺しに来たって知ってる。君が世界を滅亡させるからさ。いろいろ聞いたけど何を信じたらいいのかわからない。
Believe me.
私を信じてくれ。
And do you think asking me what to believe is going to suddenly make everything crystal clear? Let's not pretend that's going to happen. As far as you're concerned, and as far as they're concerned, I'm going to say whatever I have to get out of here. That's just the dynamic of our situation.
何でも言うつもり。出れるなら。君が世界を滅亡させると言ってる人たちがいる。それについて何か言うことはあるか。
Don't just tell her that.
そんなことを彼女に言うんじゃない。
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think. I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here a long time.
Just how long has she been down here?
If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so dangerous?
正直に言えば他の誰よりも君を信じたいんだ。ここから出してあげたらどうするつもりだ。君が教えてくれると思ってたんだけど、いや、何でも秘密にしておかなきゃならない理由があるんだ。
Sooner or later, you'll understand that I have your best interests at heart. Hopefully sooner.
How sweet. Now be a pal and help me get out of here, would you? We could figure out how to deal with them after I'm free.
やっぱ最初に見るのは、最初にナイフ持ってきたらちょっと進展がむずいな。実は気が変わった。君は信用できない。どうするか決める前にまだ質問したいことがいくつかある。何かでできることはないか確かめてみる。
You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall. They're large and heavy, far too soft.
If you don't have the key, maybe you should...
Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess.
体を切断する以外に何か方法ある？
That would be fine. I can lose an arm.
別に構わない。腕を失ったって。
She speaks with almost complete nonchalance. If we were stuck down here for long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out. Anything to... You attempt to make your way out of the basement. Is someone else here?
ここで閉まるか。ここ
Your
から出せ。
shouts and pleas are met with you're here to slay the princess and you won't.
使命を果たすまで戻ることができない。
You make your way back to the... Easier for whom? Easier for everyone.
I heard the door slam. The knife. Pick it up and cut me out of here.
You won't lie.
一旦救うか。
Against your... You cut into the blade. She didn't so... Free from... How is she so...
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
No, we won't have... As the prince... Wait, this isn't fair. Watch me. Stop that.
I thought this was a little too easy.
ちょっと簡単すぎたかしらね。
Your body lunges forward to sink the blade into... Stop it!
抵抗しよう、ちょっと。
The blade.
You're doing your best to help me, aren't you? I can see the conflict in your eyes. I'll make this quick.
She steps forward and pries the blade from your rigid hands.
Maybe I'll see you in another life.
And then she slits your throat with an almost clinical ease. Her face remains unchanged as she watches you. This is the end. I'm afraid it is. Everything goes dark, and you die. I hope it was worth it. You're on a path. You're here to...
ちょっと嫌な終わり方したな。警戒されとる。
A warning. Before she will lie, she will... Yes, don't believe a word she says. Did you just say wink? No, I didn't. Wink. Just ignore this clown and focus on the...
次はどんな家になっとる？
The interior of the cabin is lesser. The only furniture of note is an iron table. The blade is your implement. You'll need it.
ボルトで固定されてる。また新しい部屋か。まあ一応持っていく
You
か。
take good idea. The door to the basement. Her voice.
Is that a visitor I hear?
I wonder what visitors she could be referring to. Are we not the... You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. She looks up at you, the heavy collar around her neck clanking loudly as she
とん
moves.
でもないな。
The chains binding both her wrists to the far wall, joining the metallic chorus as she adjusts her hands in her lap. Should we be worried about the one around her neck? Why would you be worried about her restraints? If anything, they'll make your job easier. Have you noticed the empty chain on the wall? Odd that in a place where everything seems to serve a distinct purpose, there would be something so obviously useless.
What an interesting development. Why don't you have a seat? The two of us should chat before you bury that thing in my heart.
二人でちょっとおしゃべりしましょう。何もする必要なさそうだけど、がっつり繋がっているじゃないか。このまま彼女を放置する。まあ座るか。
You step towards the princess, but she stops you before you get too close, holding up one shackled hand.
There's fine. I'd prefer we keep some distance until we've sorted this out.
That's reasonable. We do have a weapon. Might as well put her at ease.
いや、近くに座ろう。
Do you think this is a game? Do you think these chains take away my say in things?
As you move towards the princess,
Magica.
she stands, her chains clinking as she wraps them around her fists. In an instant, they're around your neck, both of you dropping to the ground as she pulls them taut, bracing her body against yours as you struggle uselessly. The metal chains constrict around your windpipe as the princess heaves with a muscled intensity.
Drop the knife or you die.
What is she doing? We weren't trying to attack her. I can see where she might have gotten the wrong idea. She doesn't have much agency here. Would we have trusted her if the roles were reversed? I don't know. How about we think about the nuances of interpersonal relationships when we're not being strangled? How many times did I warn you she's not to be trusted? But while strangulation can be very distracting, she's not armed, and you have your pristine blade. End her before she ends you.
捨てよ
As your weapon falls pathetically to the floor, the princess releases you from her stranglehold, shoving you away with a swift kick. Your hands test the bruised flesh of your neck as you regain your senses, watching with a dazed expression as the princess snatches up the blade.
That wasn't so hard, was it?
She pulls up her hair, smiling slightly, as she raises the blade to her throat.
You can stay right where you are for this next part.
What is she doing? She doesn't say another word as she cuts into her own neck.
いや、願ったり叶ったりか
No!
無言で見守る
Her eyes stare forward, unblinking, as she saws through skin, veins, cartilage. At last she reaches bone, the blade grinding audibly against her vertebra as it continues to slice its way through her neck. I'll be damned. She's actually doing your job for you. Why would she do that? Huh. So that's her play. Killing herself? She isn't dead yet. Finally, you hear a snap. Her eye twitches. There's an uneasy silence. She remains motionless for a long moment, her twitching eye the only movement in the room, until at last it stops in an unsettling half-wink. Her head twists slowly to the side, flopping to her shoulder,
Ooh.
and her neck opens. The remaining tissue is not enough to hold the weight of her severed head. It stretches and tears until finally it falls to the floor, completely free. It bounces a few times before rolling to a stop at your feet. Oh no, oh no, oh no, what did we do? Can we put it back? Please tell me we can put it back. The princess's eyes stare up at you, dead.
Huh. So I guess that's it. What a way to go. But she is gone, isn't she?
I hate this. Can we just get out of here now, please? Of course, the princess is slain and the world is saved. Whenever you're ready, you can proceed to your reward.
Now hold on, she's dead. So what's the rush? What's your angle?
I don't have an angle. I'm just looking forward to putting all this behind us. I'm sure you can understand that.
Look, I'm just not ready to put my guard down. It's best to keep sharp. She wouldn't have done all that without some kind of a reason. She's left us with this dangling thread, and I need to know why.
調べる必要がある。
You're just wasting your energy. The danger has passed, and now we can all relax and enjoy your reward.
出ようか。
Fine. But if we're leaving, then we're taking the blade. I feel exposed without it.
With your work done, you remove the blade from the princess's corpse and make your way back upstairs, closing the door to the basement behind you. You can think of it as sealing yourself off from an unpleasant chapter of your life. It's all uphill from here.
The windows. Do you see that? We used to be able to see the outside world from up here, but now it's just empty. The door.
You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom. Only a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. Instead, what you find is nothing at all. Where a lush forest stood mere minutes ago, the only thing in front of you now is the vast emptiness of some place far away.
You don't have to act surprised. We could see this vast emptiness through the windows.
But if everything's gone, does that mean we're not gonna get our reward? This is your reward. An eternity of bliss, if you'll have it. And I suggest that you have it. Okay. This is what's best for everyone. Trust me.
Like hell it is.
どうだろう、僕はそれでも構わない。世界を救えばもっといい結果が待ってるんじゃないかってちょっと期待してたんだ。
I'm so glad you're keeping an open mind. Time passes. You can't be sure if it's days or months or years or even decades. It's all a wonderful, boring blur. You've never been happier.
Decades? No, it can't be decades. We can't go along with this. We can't let him win.
どうだろう、僕は結構喜んでるけど報酬を受け取ろう。また死ぬのは嫌だ。前回の恐怖をまた覚えてる。報酬を受け取ろうと思う。どうすればいい？
We still have a blade. Let's use it on ourselves and start over.
He's suggesting you kill yourself. You shouldn't kill yourself when you have an eternity of bliss right in front of you.
姫さんが気になるから、まあ、言ってもいいかな。
You goddamn spiteful bastard. Are you really going to turn down immortality itself just to make me lose?
Why should it matter if we die at this point? Haven't you already gotten what you want?
I don't have to answer that.
That's all we needed to hear.
You raise the blade, then drive it into your heart. You collapse to the floor, everything goes dark, and you die. You're a genocidal maniac, you know that, right?
Yeah, we'll see about that.
鳥かごの乙女。
You're on a path in the wood.
Chains everywhere. This is different. This is new.
新しい展開だ。
It's worse is what it is.
一番ひどい展開。
We're finally starting to see reality for what it is. This place is a prison, and she's not the only inmate.
You're acting like reality is this static thing. But this world is constantly changing around us. How can you be so sure that you aren't breathing the prison into existence? That by feeling the walls closing in on you, that's exactly what they do.
What a crock of pretentious bullshit. Reality is as solid as the ground beneath our feet. And if we just examine it, if we apply enough scientific rigor, if we think hard enough, we'll find a way out of here for good. Don't you see? We're already making progress. And what if looking at it is enough to make it change? Where does that leave us?
It leaves you exactly where you are right now, and presumably exactly where you've been before. I'll spare you my full introduction since you've clearly already heard it at least once, but I would like to remind you that the people in my world are living, breathing, suffering entities and not pawns for you to sacrifice in pursuit of some vague truth.
どうしてまだ刃物を持っているか話そうか。今まで刃物を持っている状態で始めたことはなかったし、本当に倒す必要があるのか。前回彼女は自分で自分の首を切断したんだぞ。最後までやらなきゃここを出られない。彼女に会いに行く。行こうか。小屋があるんだったら。
You stand at the edge of a
ある
cliff.
わ。
An abyss yawns beneath you, empty and endless. The only path forward, a rusted metal bridge. The cabin looms on its far side. I think you already know what waits for you within. It's like the world itself doesn't want us to reach her.
There's nothing to find out here. Time to check in with the missus.
I'm going to pretend you didn't just call her that. Every surface of the cabin is draped in chains, the air filled with the mock birdsong of metallic clinks. Where there should be walls, you can see only endless ropes of metal, with hooks and spines dangling from their ends. A fitting cage for a monster destined to end the world. There's nothing for you to do but step forward into the basement. You already have your weapon. Your objective awaits. And how are we supposed to get to the basement? I don't see a way down. All I see is a mirror. What mirror? There is no mirror. The only thing of note here is the door to the basement.
It clearly serves some purpose, but what? Is there something about us we're supposed to see? Can it be a tool of some kind?
Or is it a distraction? Something meant to confuse us? Can we please stop talking about the mirror? I'd rather not spend more time in this room than I have to. It's creepy. You step out onto the floor. Or what should have been a floor. Should have been?
あるはずだった。
Yes, unfortunately. You realise too late that there is no floor beneath the metal. There is only a loose web of chains suspended over some unseen space. An
マジか。
unseen space that you are now rapidly plummeting through. Nothing's solid here, is it? It's all just a shifting mass waiting for us to drop our guard. Your fall is suddenly, painfully halted as rusty chains pull taut against your skin, their hooks digging into your muscle. You find yourself suspended in what appears to be a vast, dark space. The glinting of yet more chains merely hinting at its full dimensions. You dangle a few feet off the bare concrete floor. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favour. As your eyes adjust to your new surroundings, you make out a figure standing in the gloom, obscured in shadow. She watches you with the stillness of the grave.
Easy now. We don't know what sort of situation we're dealing with. We should let her make the first move. Let observation give us an advantage.
僕のことを怒ってる。君も戻ってこられるんだ。前回のことを謝れば僕は謝るべきだ。どうして自分の首を切り落としたんだ。
But you are met with only silence, save for the creaks and groans of metal as it sways in the stale air around you. The hooks slowly shift in your skin, the pain coming in waves as you continue to dangle helplessly.
What if the chains don't have to be real? What if they aren't real? They feel plenty real to me. Yeah, it would be nice if we could just tell ourselves the chains aren't lodged in all our joints and they'd magically go away, but I'm afraid that's wishful thinking. Well, maybe wishful thinking is what we need. Maybe they're real, but maybe we can cut through them.
It's worth a try.
こっちに来てもらう選択肢がないな。君に話してるんだ。
The princess takes a slow step forward. As she does so, the heavy chains shift, tightening and tearing at your flesh, your joints screaming in agony as the rusted hooks dig deeper. Stars dance in your eyes as the chain wrapped around your neck threatens to choke you. As your vision comes back into focus, your eyes fall on the body of the princess, finally emerged from the shadows. The body of the princess is a weird way to describe a person. It's only accurate. The form in front of you is a body, draped in raiments of chains, her head dragging along behind her in an iron cage.
ああ、本当やね。顔があるわ。
The head stares up at you but says nothing, and the chains squeeze ever tighter.
君を助けようとしたんじゃないか。
What makes you think I have a problem with you? Because I'm a head in a cage? Don't be silly. That's what I've always been. It's not like you're any different.
The body takes another step towards you, the chains around you tightening, the hooks boring deeper into your flesh. They constrict dangerously around your throat. You find it harder to breathe.
I don't think she's happy you're here. But what do I know? I'm just a set of eyes and ears. I don't make choices. At least not any that matter.
I don't want to die like this. I don't want to die like this. Somebody do something before she kills us. Please. We're stuck here. What are any of us supposed to do? Reason with her? I don't think she's acting rationally. I think she's lost it. This was all doomed from the start, wasn't it?
それも僕のせいじゃない。僕は何もしていないんじゃないか。2回君に武器を渡した以外は。彼女自分の体のことにまるで別人みたいな口ぶりで君のことじゃない。僕に起きたことはどれも僕のせいじゃない。もう一度言うけど、僕は君を助けようとしているんだ。どういうこと？ただ見ていただけ。前回自分で自分の首を切っただけじゃないか。君がそうするって決めたんだ。君が選択した。決めたら一度も途中でやめることはない。そして君は今暴力を選んだ。これかな。
And where has all that trying gotten us? I'm still here, and now I'm ahead, dragged along by a tired body, and you're just as stuck as I am. Everything we witness is just another shade of the same endless cycle. I wake up in chains.
The body steps forward. Your bindings tighten again.
You come to me, knife in hand.
The body steps forward. The pressure on your limbs is becoming unbearable.
You give me your implement.
武器を私にちょうだい。
The pressure is finally too much. Your fist unfolds as your joints swell with trapped blood, and your pristine blade tumbles helplessly to the ground.
I cut myself free.
She's not insane, is she? No, she's just right. It's all been the same. The whole time, it's all been the same. We never had a say.
君は僕をしくじらせようとしている。こんな風に縛られていたら本心から選択なんてできないよ。それに君は選択しようとしていない。生を操り繰り返すたびに同じ行動を選択したからって自由意志を否定しているわけじゃない。たまたまそうなっただけで、その気になれば森の中であのナイフを捨てることもできた。でも僕はナイフを持ってここに来ることを選んだ。僕はどうすればよかった。切断された君の頭を小屋から持ち出して欲しかったり、てっきり君は死んだと思ったんだ。頼む、ふらふら歩き回らないでくれ。やめてくれんだと死んじゃうよ。そうよな、首持って帰れんかったよな。襲われると思ったし。
That is what I wanted, but you didn't do it. And I don't think you could have done it. The walls are what the walls are. So give in with me. None of this is up to us.
She steps forward yet again, and the chains dig into you, your nerves screaming, your heart pounding, your lungs desperate for air.
I don't think we can hold on to you much longer.
How many times will we have to do this?
This is all getting so predictable, isn't it? Pop.
君は落ちた。世界がぐるぐる回っている。地面に叩きつけられると正常ではないほど体が軽くなり、転がって止まったガラガラと鎖が鳴り響き、自分の残骸が近くの地面にどさりと重い音を立てて落ちる音がする。君は何でもない。プリンセスの体がゆっくりと一定のリズムで一歩一歩近づいてきても、自分を守るとすることも周りを見ることもできない。身をかがめて君を抱き上げる。体の後ろに影が現れて刃物が光っている。
And now, the cut.
刃物を突き立てた。本気で刃物を突き立てるほど靴の中で体が高速が剥がれていく。鎖、フック、羽、そして血が乱れ舞う渦の中で二人は取っ組み合った。暴力の音しか聞こえなくなるまで暗闇の奥深くで戦い続けた。
See? You only ever thought you were in control.Isn't it so much nicer to let go?
同じ感じになって体同士が動き合って戦いよるってこと？僕じゃない。君が僕の体を引きちぎったんだ。これからどうすればいい？君は体を傷つけて自由になったわけじゃない。ナイフはまだ僕の元にある。だから今回は違うんじゃないか。僕は君のパターンを壊したってことじゃないか。今回の方がひどいよ。僕はただ切断された頭だ。それで終わりだと思った。でもこれも悪くなかったかも。これかな。
My body ripped your body's head off. I didn't have anything to do with it.
うわ、そうくるか。
You get it. It's not like you're responsible for what your body is doing to mine now. You and I just watch, like we've been doing since the beginning.
君とプリンセスは二人の体が暗闇を行ったり来たりしながら致命的な戦いを続けるのを眺めていた。
Look at us go. Aren't we beautiful?
二 二人は華麗に原始的にそして奔放に動いた。鎖と鎖がぶつかり合い、肉と肉が地面に転がり合う。
It's all going to come to a head soon. Head.
そしてついにクライマックスを迎える。鎖と影に覆われる君の体が最後の刺激を食らわす。鎖が背骨を砕き、刃物が心臓を貫いた。
I guess I'll see you next time.
彼女も君を倒れ込み、戦い終わった。プリンセスの口から血が溢れ、咳き込む。
It's cold, but that's always been us, hasn't it? Cold isn't bad.
干からびた体。自分が再び永遠のうつろにいると気づく。
I am a growing chorus of contradiction, a mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold. To look at any one is to shift them all into something new, and to look away is to reshape them yet again. All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same.
君は矛盾になれない。矛盾は実在じゃないんだから、なぜ矛盾でいることに耐えられるのか。何回あそこに戻って同じことを繰り返す。僕たちのどちらかが必ず痛めつけられる。君に変化は起こらないのか？何か悪い影響はないのか？
It changes me, but it doesn't make me worse, nor does it make me care for you any less. Does it make you worse? Do you resent me?
どちらかといえば君の好感度が上がったのかも。なぜそんな気持ちになったのかわからない。いや、そんなことはない。君のそばにいると全てが遠く感じられる。それについてもどちらとも言えない。ただ何もかも早く終わりたってほしい。ああ、君は僕を苦しめている。すごく不快だ。君のことは嫌いだよ。まあ、上がったんじゃない。自分の死を受け入れてるから。今まで殺そうとしてたけど自分から死ぬという謎の発想に好感度は僕的には上がったかな。
It says that your heart is gentle, that even in the darkness you are guided by compassion.
君の言うことは全て謎のように聞こえる。たまに
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
はい。まあとりあえず姫様を出した時のエンド、まあ、牢獄から出すエンドと、まあ、幸せエンドと相打ちエンド3種類ちょっと見たんですけど、まあ、あと見てないのが、まあ、自分が死んだ時のエンドかな。この姫様はどういう感情になるのかとか、そんなのちょっと気になるんですけど、まあ、この3パートでちょっと終わろうかなと思います。気になった方はぜひプレイしてみてください。お疲れ。